Financial. And I'm in my fourth location in 4 weeks. We've gone from South Africa to Paso Robles to the office in Nevada, and now I am in Jacksonville, Oregon. My kids are on spring break, and this is a week that I take some time off. You can sort of see from the lack of shaving, showing my age and my gray hair to all of you guys today. My internet is iffy at best, so we'll sort of see how this plays out in terms of video quality online. Maybe I'll have to delete the live stream and go back to a recorded version. We'll see how that pans out. But it's a week in the year after what is normally a busy quarter, but this year's been particularly busy because I had a lot of travel planned. I had a bunch of trips out of town a lot. And this is a week where I get away with my family. I get outside a lot. So far I've done, you know, 4 hikes/walks, with the main one being yesterday where I did 9.5 miles, so about 15 kilometers, and it was just beautiful. We climbed 2,500 feet up in the top, got to the top of the mountain. On the one side, we could see the Applegate Lake. On the other side, snow-capped mountains. Just absolutely beautiful. Pretty cold, pretty intense, some really tough parts during that hike. But it was wonderful to just get out, spend some time with my own thoughts. Me and my friend out here obviously did some chatting as well. Otherwise, it's just been a good trip. Just hang out with my family, play board games, get outside, and do a little bit of work. It's sort of a recharge week for me more than a PTO type week. And I really recommend them to everybody. If you can take some weeks where you can just work less hours, sort of breathe through life a little bit, regenerate your thoughts, and just reset, I highly recommend it. I do it once a year at least. It's really good for me to be able to work, play, family time, get a little bit more sleep as well. I'm averaging about 7 hours of sleep per night, which is fantastic. For me, it's a really, really good way to do it. And I just feel good. It's only day 3 that we're in Oregon with the travel day as well, but I feel rejuvenated and really ready to go for what is the remainder of Q2, where I have a lot of big plans. But I did want to come on here today and share with you guys a little bit on what we've been doing at Protea. A couple of ways we've been trying to improve Protea as a firm as well as a service provider to our clients. And we've implemented 2 pieces of software in the last 4 or 5 months. One is very client focused and one is more internal process driven to make up sort of what we do and how we do things a lot better. So let's start there. With the help of Candace on our team member, as well as Anzel and Janet and Kath, we've implemented a system called Guru. And if I go to the website, getguru.com, it's just a really great software where if I look at it right now, and getting a little lost right now, so it should just be getguru.com. And they sort of tell me everything. It says search everywhere, get answers anywhere. Connect all your apps, docs, and chats and get instant answers to the places you're already working with enterprise AI search. Effectively, what we're doing by putting Guru in place is we're saying we are creating an internal intranet that provides our team with access to very important company documents, from employee handbooks through to internal processes. It also gives us a good place to put training information, internal training we've seen from the outside, opportunities for people's growth, as well as a place to store all our standard operating procedures, our SOPs. The idea is that for anything we do at Protea internally and process driven, it's a one-stop shop that you will be able to go to, search for information, and find out more. And if not, you can also ask the question to people, hey, where can I find this information? Or can we add this information to the system? We were previously keeping all of our documentation on Dropbox. That sort of worked, but what we ended up finding out that a lot of people had private folders, a lot of different shared folders, so different groups with different folders. a lot of duplication of documentation, sometimes not very good, version control around documents, which made our Dropbox system, even though it had a lot of information, fairly ineffective because there were too much junk. But one of the great features that we've been able to implement with Guru is that somebody has to say, yes, this document is accurate. And you can set interval. So you can say 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 6 months, 12 months, and say somebody has to go back in and confirm that this information is accurate and needs to be adjusted. So, let's take our HR policies, for instance. Janet's a HR representative. We put a reminder on an HR document for every 3 months. Janet needs to go review them to make sure that they're accurate. And if there have been changes, make adjustments and let people know. Great way to make sure that our data is up to date and still relevant, as well as provide people with a process to be able to communicate changes. So they got this cool thing called announcements, where I can write a little email, hey, see the new update to the leave policy. And I can share that to everybody, send it out. And it creates a good control process because people have to mark read. So you hit the red button to say you've read it. It's effectively sort of signing your life away, say, hey, I acknowledge the information in it and move on from it. The whole process, though, a lot of work to get really implemented, and we're still working on it. It's going to probably take a few more months to really get it to where we want and ticking in the right place. It makes things a lot more streamlined, a lot easier for people to find things. It reduces the number of emails I inbox and communications necessary. All in all, just a new software that's really just going to make our lives easier and allow us to function as a firm a lot better. And we're sort of just scratching the surface of it at the moment. I know a lot of other firms that I've spoken to about this have gone a lot deeper. There are definitely some other systems out there. There's probably one or two that we thought, hey, maybe it's comparable, maybe even better. But we combined the functionality of Guru as well as their sort of communication around their help desk and giving us good information on actually what they do, superior to the other products. And we decided to go with Guru. And to date, I feel really comfortable with it. I use it regularly. It's a good place to put good training information, good guidance, good, just ways to think about things. And the inclusion of SOPs, which are heavily in at the moment, we're adding a couple on sort of what client Dropbox folders need to look like and how they're supposed to be accessed. We're putting processes in place around our billing, what that process looks like, who's responsible, just all these really nitty-gritty interiors of an accounting firm that are really important. If you don't have them, things will fall apart. But a lot of the time it just lives in either my brain or one person in our company's brain. And now it's a place to where we can get this information out of our heads on a piece of paper so other people have access to it, and we can share information with people as necessary. Overall, it's improving the quality of communication and the access to communication within our business. And that for me is a major, major one. So Guru is a software that we've implemented to reduce the amount of duplication in internal information, standardizing a lot of documentation, and streamlining our operations. It's only been a few months, but we're super excited to the implementation of Guru and the way it is making our firm, our business, a lot more easy to work with. A second new technology implementation, I've actually mentioned this on a few other platforms, but it's still pretty new to us and still really fresh. And mostly Megan Nelm's account manager here in California has done a ton of work on this, but we implemented reach reporting. So we've always done management reporting for our clients. We've always had a template that we sort of keep as standardized template, but then we have some spin-offs depending on what clients need. But over the last few years, I've felt like management reporting is something our clients were paying for, but weren't actually using. And I think part of that sort of recognition was the limited number of questions we ever received on financial statements. And it was interesting for me to figure out, okay, how can we make things simpler, still have all the data you need there, but also make it pretty enough that people are willing to open it and look at it and maybe even understand and ask some questions. We went to the market, we spoke to a ton, and I say we, mostly Megan, spoke to a ton of different service providers. We looked at what they've got to offer. What we realized, most people on the reporting side are actually forecasting and planning tools. And we wanted something that is high focus on the reporting side. And we ran into the guys at Reach. We did a demo. We asked them a ton of questions. And we realized that this is the software we want to at least try out and see how it goes. We soft released it with a few of our clients, and it was absolutely incredible to see the increase in questions from our clients. I mean, I had a client where I sent a set of financial to it, and they literally asked me maybe one or two questions at year end every year. But the first time I sent this report, they had some very valid questions about their financials and the movement from prior to current year and what it meant, which was mind blowing. All of a sudden, this different looking set of financials, less accounting information, more visual information, led to clients, and this is an accounting sophisticated client asking more questions. This simple piece of software with a very simple process that allows us to create management reports in a template format in minutes, if not seconds, on a monthly basis, has changed the way we are providing information to our clients for the better. Reach reporting has made our lives easier, reduced the amount of time we're spending on our clients, and improved the quality of information that they're receiving. Reach reporting has made a significant difference in the quality of information we are providing our clients, and overall providing them with a better experience with Protea and a better interaction with accountants in general, so they feel like the work we're doing is not just compliance, but provides them with something very useful and actionable that can at least allow them to ask questions. Reach reporting is a fantastic tool, and we are extremely happy that we implemented it. We started by just rolling out really simple templates, balance sheet, profit and loss, and a little bit of analysis. And now we're extending it a little further. We've developed our budget to actual template right now. So it's the standard report plus budget to actual reporting, which has really, really been helpful. And we'll continue to expand. We're trying to make sure that we have various reporting tools, but all of them are template based, so that there's not a lot of manual adjustment room for human error in it. Because one of the great things about this tool is once you've set your templates up, it takes a lot of the manual work out of it and takes a lot of the people errors out of it. Just means that you have overall a higher quality product with less chance of error. So it means when your clients are getting that information, outside of anything we've missed when we're doing our normally reviews, they're getting the best quality information, and they don't have to worry about human error in a formula or a carryover or update a column, because this piece of software, which is very much Excel based in the background, so once you've sent the templates up, it just reruns it automatically. The nice part as well, hey, if you're reviewing the financials, you have a weird question, look into it, you need to make an adjustment, updating the financial takes seconds. The improvement in efficiency and just the overall quality of product that our clients are receiving has made a massive change to our business. Our clients are happy, our teams are happy, and it's freeing up our time to be able to do things of higher value for our clients, which I think is really, really great. It is taking us a little bit step further into being more consultants to our client than just being pure compliance. The last piece of technology which I want to talk about, and this one only really is super relevant if you're on Karbon. And if you're an accounting business and you're looking for a practice management software, I highly recommend Karbon. Karbon we implemented about 7 years ago, absolutely life-changing. Love the product, highly recommend to everyone. It is a little pricey, but it's worth every penny. The ability for my team to come in, see what they need to do, assign tasks to each other, have all our workflows in there as well. Just amazing. But we took it a step further in the last few months, and we started implementing client tasks. Effectively, instead of sending an email requesting information from your client, you can set up these client tasks that go out on a monthly basis. So instead of an email, it's sort of a workflow that we would see, and people would have to upload files and mark them off as complete. It seems like a small step. Didn't think it would have a major impact on how we're doing business, but I don't know what it is. Psychology. I don't have an answer for it, but all of our clients' speed of communication has improved significantly. Other than reducing the amount of time we have to spend on emails, because we'll send the first one out and we'll continue to send reminders afterwards, so you never have to really follow up on it. It is, the clients are reacting amazingly to it. Responses, there's chat functionality, they're sending us notes and comments. The quality of information from our clients, and I talk about a lot of our communication to them, but their communication to us sometimes needs a little bit of work. And I must say, Karbon Client Tasks has made a major difference in the quality of communication we're receiving from our clients. It's making the whole process a lot quicker. It's allowing us to get through processes quicker, which means they can get information earlier, which then spins out and we can use reach reporting to give them really great management reports. It seems like the most innocuous thing what we did to our business. Didn't expect it to have a material effect on how we do business at Protea, but goodness gracious me, it has been so successful. And this little additional piece of technology, which been there for a while, but me has been reluctant to use it, made a massive difference. Karbon Client Tasks, just absolutely incredible in the way we're communicating with clients. So I've spoken about 3 pieces of technology that we've updated with at Protea in the last couple of months. We've got reach reporting, which has improved the quality of our management reporting to clients and allowed us to be more consultants than compliance experts, and given our clients something that they really want. So it improved the overall, feeling towards our product in general. We've implemented Guru with our business, Get Guru, and just a great intranet for our business, a place to consolidate all our information, make sure our information is accurate and up to date, and just a great way for people to interact with our business internally to make things flow a lot smoother. And then finally, we implemented Karbon Client Tasks, the most innocuous piece of technology change that we've ever made, with one of the greatest impacts. The improvement of client communication has shot up through the roof, made our job a lot easier, allowed us to be better at what we do and move through the cycle a lot quicker, removing a lot of the frustration. If you're running an accounting business or any business at all, you have to be looking at technology on a regular basis, assessing whether it can improve your business and implementing it. Some of the things can be really small changes that can make a very big difference, but you have to continue to think of ways to improve. Automation is the best way to improve the efficiency of your company, as well as improve the overall product and quality. Find ways to improve quality, communication, and the way the clients feel about you, and you're taking steps towards being successful. We will continue to assess technology as it comes through to us. It is a high priority for us because we want to be able to do things better and more efficiently. The last thing I'd like to talk about this week, most of you guys won't even be listening at this point, so this is why I'm going to throw it at the end. Last week, it was announced that I was a recipient of the North Bay Business Journal 40 Under 40. This is a recognition to the top 40 business people under the age of 40 in the North Bay of California, so everything north of San Francisco. My last year of eligibility, I will be 40 next year when it comes out, so I will no longer be under 40. It's a little surreal. I know I've worked hard over the last 10 years, but it's not without support of others. So I am very thankful for the recognition. I'm thankful for everybody who nominated me and put the time in to write something nice about me. I appreciate to the voters who put me into this position. But the most important thing for me, it really is an opportunity for me to focus in on, we've been doing well for 10 years. How do we be even better for the next 10 years? How do I make my last year of my 30s and my next 10 years of 40s be super successful, keep helping our communities, keep helping our clients, and making sure that I make Protea one of the best places to work for accountants. I'm excited for the future. I'm proud of the award, and I look forward to seeing what's coming up next. So thank you for taking some time. I know I'm a little longer than normal this week. I appreciate everybody who's still listening. Be kind. Have a great week. Goodbye.